Hey, I'm Dennis Gage, and you're watching Hot Rod Madness.
Welcome to Hot Rod Madness, where we believe that every car has a story. Whether your car is a ground-pounding, tire-smoking street machine or a trophy-winning classic with blinding chrome and paint, Hot Rod Madness wants to hear your story. Who knows? Maybe your story will inspire future generations to dream, build, and own their own classic rides. Here to bring you those stories is the host of Hot Rod Madness, Tim the Milkman, along with the Hot Rod Madness crew.
Dennis Gage, how are you, sir?
I'm doing fine. How are you doing, man?
All right, man. Cruising the coast with Dennis Gage, it gets no better than that.
That'd be me, yes.
Hey, man, guess who's my biggest hero?
Who would that be?
Well, that's you.
Oh, well, hey, I like that.
Yeah, one of the big inspirations for Hot Rod Madness was my classic car.
Well, we've been around a long time.
Yeah, you have, man. I could swear back in the 80s, I'm watching you when I got married to my wife. However, you started in
95, actually, 95,
okay.
yeah.
95.
Yeah. Well, it was really one of the very first shows. There weren't shows like this before there was cable.
No,
and then when cable came out, we had 3 networks to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
4 when you got Fox in there. But it took cable to come out, and then all of a sudden there were all these channels, and there wasn't programming. And that's how a lot of the shows started. It was just a need for programming back then.
All right, man. The history is going to be quite interesting here. I got a good question for you. What did you do before you started Classic Car?
I have a PhD in chemistry.
Okay.
And I did 15 years of corporate R&D.
All right.
Played pedal steel in a band and opened for Charlie Daniels and Waylon Jennings.
Okay.
And Dr. Hook and stuff like that. And did all sorts of kind of weird things.
Yeah.
And then fell into TV.
Well, in order for what you do, you have to have imagination and creativity. And I guess you got all that wrapped up in one, man, because when you created my classic car, it took off like crazy, man. Us car guys,
yeah, it
we
did.
just kinda,
it did. It was kind of weird. No,
Yeah.
it did. I didn't expect it to. I mean, this is the 21st season,
Yeah.
which I always said is about 20 and a half more than I thought we'd do when we started. I always thought I'd tell my grandkids, I did a television pilot once.
Yeah.
And they go, Grandpa, please not the television pilot story again.
Right.
But it took off, and it's just, I think it works just because I genuinely like cars,
Yeah,
and I like people, and I'm curious.
Yep.
So I like learning, and I learn from everybody I talk to.
Okay. You got to be somewhat of a hyper guy to get around like you have been all these years. You're still going strong, man.
Yeah, hard
and
to believe.
What really topped it all is you were inducted to the Hall of Fame at SEMA.
Yeah.
That was awesome, man.
Well, it blew me away. I mean,
Yeah.
I was like, what were they thinking?
So you didn't expect it, huh?
No, I was totally blown away. I don't.
Okay.
They didn't talk. They didn't ask me. I
Yeah.
think they're crazy, but they didn't ask me.
Okay.
And it's a huge honor. I can't believe it. I mean,
Why, sure. I mean, how are you going to top that?
No, I don't see how I will. I mean, it was,
awesome.
and it was. It's truly an honor. But the show's had a big influence on the hobby.
Yes, it has.
It's had a big influence on the aftermarket. Because it brought the car hobby to a broader audience. It brought it to a general population audience, which, back in the 80s, if you're into the car hobby, you knew about it. If you weren't, you didn't.
Right.
And what TV really did was bring it into the homes of Americans everywhere, North Americans, because we're all over Canada too. And people that weren't into cars went, it looks pretty cool. There's a car show in town this weekend.
Sure.
I think I'll go check it out.
Yep.
And it turned into it's a great family hobby. And I think that and as the car hobby grows, the aftermarket grows.
Oh yeah.
Sure. So the aftermarket is now $39 billion a year market. $39 billion of stuff that nobody really needs.
Yeah.
Is this a great country or
How about
what?
that?
This is a great
Is that
country.
amazing or what?
No, it is. And so the hobby's strong because the aftermarket is strong,
Yep.
and the aftermarket is strong because the hobby's strong.
Yes, sir.
Because you couldn't do these restorations 20 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
You couldn't get the stuff. You can do it now.
These people we see right here in this parking lot, those are the guys that keep the industry going, if you think about it.
Yeah.
So I believe in my heart, these people, they deserve the recognition for what we're able to view on TV. I mean, these guys
Yeah.
Man, you take this classic car, that classic car. Wow, there's a lot of parts that go into making these cars, man. And it's wonderful that we're able to share it on YouTube, television.
Yeah, and you know, for me, it's my philosophy is well, frankly, the show shouldn't work.
Yeah.
It shouldn't work because I was with Procter & Gamble for 10 years, and you know, when you were developing a product, you had a single mind. It did this.
Yeah.
For this purpose. You know, it's a single-minded concept.
Yeah.
Well, you know, my philosophy is everybody gets to play. You know, so this isn't a muscle car show. It's not a hot rod show. It's not a classic show. It's not an antique show. It's everything.
Yeah.
And that really shouldn't work, but it does. You know, it does. And so again, everybody gets to play. I like stuff that is offbeat. I've done this so long that I've been Cuda Camaro Mustanged to death.
Okay.
So I'm looking for, you know, give me a Studi or give me something weird. You know, give me something weird I haven't seen.
Yep.
And it's all out there.
That's what we do. We're out here earlier targeting the most custom, the most outlandish vehicles we can find, and we found a lot of great personalities, I might add, behind the builds.
Yeah.
These people are just fantastic. Their creativity, gosh, unreal. Man,
it's cool.
We honor you for what you do, sir.
Oh, thank
That's
you.
cool because
thank you very much.
My classic car was a big inspiration. That's why I'm the Milkman now.
Well, there you go.
I know it's kind of weird, but hey, whatever. Hey, I'm going to go with it. When I meet these people, they do not forget me, just like you. I mean, you're unforgettable.
Well, it's the glasses. It's the glasses.
Got to be the glasses.
Got to
right?
be the glasses.
All right, man. So how about your own personal collection, man? What does that consist of? I know you got some rides back
I do.
home.
I think I have 9 cars and eight motorcycles, I think.
Okay.
You know, but it's all just stuff. I mean, I don't have any museum pieces. I ride and drive everything. It's stuff that I think is cool. It's pretty diverse.
Well, sure.
Except on the motorcycle side, I'm pretty much a BMW and Moto Guzzi guy.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's awesome. Now back home in Indiana, that's where you're from.
Yeah.
You got like a whole farm that you live on. You got a widespread place up there.
I have a few acres.
Yeah,
you know,
okay.
I live out kind of in the country, and it's nice. I mean, I grew up in the country, and that's where I still feel the most comfortable.
Man,
Everybody just assumes I'm in LA, but I'm not.
I'd have guessed you felt more comfortable at a car show. You do so many, man. You've
I
been
do
everywhere.
a lot. I have been everywhere.
How many countries have you put my classic car on?
We've shot all 50 states.
Yeah.
Puerto Rico, 7 European countries.
Nice, man.
8 Canadian provinces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If your show will take you that far, you got it made, sir. That is awesome.
Well, it beats working for a living.
Yeah, it beats working for a living.
Working for a living.
Man, well, that's cool. Man, I appreciate your time, sir.
My pleasure, Tim.
That was awesome talking to you, sir.
All right.
Have a wonderful time at the show, buddy.
And you guys have a wonderful time with the Milkman.